Now, as you begin to see these things happen, what you have to understand is that it takes time for things to be fulfilled in Scripture, right? It doesn't just happen overnight. Overnight, they don't just turn a switch and say, oh, let's just invade Israel. No, we're going to notice buildup. There's going to be things preparation that's being made that's kind of getting the stage ready, and we're seeing that happen right now. Something that was troubling to me is that the United States State Department officially recognized Israel's control over the West Bank as an occupation. In other words, the position of our nation right now is that Israel is illegally occupying the land that was given to them by God. They are illegally occupying it. And now the U.S. is back to providing aid to the Palestinians and pushing for a two-state solution, dividing the land of Israel. Now you say, well, what's the big deal about all that? Who cares? That's over there. That doesn't really bother me. Well, for one, you should know that your tax money is going to funding terrorism against Israel. You should know that, But he was such a nice guy. He's just like a big grandpa. But more importantly, this is very dangerous ground for the United States because Joel prophesies something. And we need to listen to this. It says in Joel 3, verse 2, I will also gather all nations and bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat, and I will enter into judgment with them there on account of my people, my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations. They have also divided up my land. They have divided up my land. So every nation that divides up the land that God gave to Israel, their problem is not with Israel. Their problem is with God, because the land belongs to God. In fact, everything belongs to God. The earth is the Lord and all that's within it. So the land belongs to God. He can give it to whoever he wants. And he gave it to Israel, and any nation that seeks to divide it will come under judgment by God. That is going to happen. And it's going to happen in this place. This is the Valley of Jehoshaphat. This is the Kidron Valley. We're looking up towards the city of Jerusalem on one side. On the other side is the Mount of Olives. It's in this valley that they say when Jesus returns and he speaks a word and destroys the forces of the Antichrist, it says the blood will be so deep, it'll go up to a horse's bridle. That means about 250,000 people will die in order for that much blood to be spilt to be able to accomplish that. And that's going to happen here in